2018 reflection, films and music and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Are we rolling? Are we rolling? Are we rolling?
As far as I'm aware,
Are we rolling? Are we rolling?
I think we're good to go.
Welcome everyone.
Good evening,
good
or
to-
afternoon,
good-
or morning, whenever you're watching. It doesn't really matter.
105.4 Magic FM.
It is currently 4 minutes past 4 p.m.
Second.
If you're watching it this at 5 or 6 past, then it's okay. Should probably get a bit closer to my mic, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Given that this is the problem we keep having. Hello.
Welcome. We are the Replayers. This will be the first video on the channel. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. And welcome to.
Hope you did shit.
Wow. You really going to do that? Welcome to Matt and Harry Have the Talk. This is going to be our daily podcast. Episodically daily.
Yeah, of course.
Every single day, 5 p.m. No mistakes.
So this is what, our 4th time trying to fucking do this? This is
Recording with the stuff that we have is proving to be very difficult.
it's more our own organisation, really, isn't it?
Yeah. We don't see each other very often, and it is
Very
very
sad.
difficult to and when we do see each other, we forget. I forget, bearing in mind I forget a lot of the equipment. So but yeah, I think we are ready. I think we found a good idea, and I think we can really set this off with a bang. Bring in 2019, get this bread in 2019.
I've got the sniffing thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend has a cat that doesn't necessarily agree with my allergies.
It does not.
Do you want to just like cut my audio every time I fucking sniff?
No, I'm gonna
'Cause
heighten it.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking ear rape
It's
sniffing.
fucking brilliant.
Okie dokie, right.
All right, so
So, do you want to start with music or films? Should we start with films?
yeah,
I feel like there's.
we haven't really said what we're talking about
Oh,
today.
yeah. Okay, cool, yeah.
On the first
Well,
on the first episode, chances are this will be coming out in 2019.
Yeah.
But it is just the tail end of 2018 for us. We've got 1 day left, and we thought best way of getting this started would be to talk about what's been happening. Good music, good films, good times, good love.
Although, I mean, there's been some good music. I mean, I don't necessarily think there's been that many great films this year.
No.
Which is what we're going to get onto.
Oh, yeah.
So we've both sort of got a little mini list going on of things that we thought, that was interesting to talk about.
I mean, bearing in mind, for my films, I've just got Infinity War,
Yeah.
because that's the only film I remembered.
I mean, so I've got 8 things on my list, and 4 of them are Marvel. So that sort of just in itself says what film is doing right now.
I mean, to be fair, Marvel and Disney have pretty much dominated this year.
It's a fucking
Oh
monopoly.
shit, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Have you seen
I
Wreck-It Ralph 2?
haven't seen it, no.
Oh no. Okay, well I couldn't get into that at some point.
Greatest Showman was this year, wasn't it?
Oh my god, was it? I
Yeah.
don't even have that written down. That's
We
really
need to talk about
embarrassing.
that. That's cool. We'll do that. You know what? Let's just start with that because that was right at the beginning of the year, wasn't it? Well, nearabouts.
Yeah, near about. It's like February.
Yeah.
Okay, Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman.
Okay,
It was alright.
it was all right.
It's okay.
Some of the songs are very well written. Obviously, a lot of people
It's a
actually.
musical.
Yeah.
It's a musical.
A lot
Kind
of people actually
rides on that.
disagree with that because it's written by. I think it's written by the same people who wrote Hamilton, and a lot of people
Oh, is
said
it?
that it's
didn't know that.
too similar. Lin-Manuel Miranda, I think.
That dude, yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I think Hugh Jackman was a great casting. Zac Efron
Yeah,
was a great
the
casting.
casting was great, yeah.
I was very happy to see Zac Efron back into musicals because of my fanboy phase of High School Musical. Yeah,
My crush!
I miss my Troy. But no, I was very excited to have him back.
Oh, fuck, I just smacked that microphone.
Sweet, you just hit.
I was gonna readjust a bit.
Give me that, give me that, give me that.
Yay!
I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's a bit better.
I'm gonna have to turn that up a hell of a lot.
So, Greatest Showman. I wasn't gonna see it. He saw it, then dragged me to see it. So you've seen it twice in the cinema. I saw it once in the cinema. Then did you buy it?
I did not.
I bought it, so I think I've watched probably another 2 times since in various places. I was surprised at how good it was initially because I didn't think I was gonna like it because it's a musical. But since watching it again, I don't like it.
Do you not?
Not really. No, there's so much wrong with it.
Yeah.
The CGI for a start. The dude on the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It leaves a hell of a lot to be desired.
Yes. And also just generally, it doesn't affect the film itself, but one of the biggest sort of points of conversation about the film was that it's about an inherently racist, xenophobic piece of shit. And everyone's like, oh, he's such a cool guy. He's helping people with disabilities. No, he's totally exploiting them. And they only lightly touch on that in the film. So that's kind of, it soured my view on it.
Yeah, especially since it's like, he's a bit of a dick in the film, but at the end of it, he learns his lesson. He's like, I should devote my time to my children, but I don't think the real P.T. Barnum ever learned.
I doubt it.
So, yeah, it's a bit, but it's been criticised a hell of a lot for, like, washing over history. Like, this didn't happen. Sure. This guy was lovely. So for that, it definitely gets a bit of low points, but I still say it was an enjoyable experience.
I'm going to go, like, 6 out of 10 on that.
Really?
Yeah.
To be fair, that was higher than I thought you'd give it. I would probably go for...
like 5.5, 6, yeah.
I'd say 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely went down the more times I watched it. Speaking of going down in quality more times I watched it, let's talk about Infinity War.
Let's talk about Black Panther first.
Black Panther
first.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. That was like the final one for setting up.
Black Panther is something I was going to talk about when we get onto music, because that soundtrack is awesome. I'm not into rap. Don't really like rap, hip hop sort of things. I'm not into that. That's a fucking good soundtrack. That's really good, and it just works so well with the film. That's half the reason I like it, I think, because it's just perfect. It's this African, like, twinged.
Yeah. Considering the amount of criticism the Marvel's got for, like, not having many people of colour in their films.
Yeah, we'll have a whole film of them.
Yeah, I think we were all very worried about...
And fucking Watson. Can't think of his name.
Fear. I literally had to look him up because he's in Nativity recently.
Is that what you know him for? Or?
No, I know him for so many other things, but he was in Nativity.
I can't remember his name.
It ends with man. It's like...
Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman, that's it.
Martin Freeman. So it's hey, look, racial diversity and Martin Freeman, who, by the way, is the worst person in the film. Oh, actually, you've got Claw as well, but he's South African, so he's cool.
He gets away with it.
Yeah,
he's diverse to some extent.
Claw he was such a cool. He was like the sub villain, really, wasn't he?
He was.
But no, that really worked. I loved Claw. He's just a bit fucked up, basically.
Yeah, a lot of Michael B. Jordan was a very good villain.
Yeah,
with the entire argument that he brought, like...
Didn't play any baseball, though. Basketball. Fucked up the joke that wasn't funny in the first... Woohoo!
Yeah.
It's going to be a good episode.
Yeah, it's going really great.
It's going good.
Please leave a like. I beg.
Please.
Listen on Spotify. The argument that he brought in was like, you did this to us, so we're going to do it back to you. And, like, he kind of deserves to have his say, but not to that extreme.
Yeah,
and it's like
he was a villain that actually had a decent motivation, and that you could kind of you could pretty much empathize with him. Yeah, he was a very human villain, basically.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see. I would like to see more of in superhero movies.
Yeah. Which segue is why I like Thanos, because he I kind of weirdly could see what he was doing and why he was doing it.
Yes.
So
you can.
So I'm gonna hop back to Black Panther and give that, I would say, like 7 out of 10.
7.
I'd say a solid 7.
Definitely, yeah.
It's still a Marvel film. It still has its problems. CGI, oddly, again, it is just all over the place. That entire last fight scene was awful. I did not like that at all.
What you mean? The underground train station thing? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's shit. That was. They should have had like a proper battle in the field. Everyone stops and they're watching, and he's like, "Hey, look, I've beaten you, and now I'm the king again."
Fuck you.
Because as far as everyone else is concerned, Black Panther won underground, and he's come up, "Hey, look, I won." And it was like, well, he must have won because he's here now.
He's the only one alive.
He's now the king.
Fuck it.
Well, I'm sure that was a cool battle.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I'll try and keep this as short as possible because I hate like droning about this. But there's a excuse me. There's a specific scene before like the huge fight scene between like people who have sided with Michael B. Jordan and people who have sided with Black Panther. I can't remember his name. Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. And it's like because
you could call him Killmonger, by the way.
Oh yeah, Killmonger. Because they make it very specific. They make it very blatant that
Oh, look,
as
look,
long
my
as
feet,
the
my feet are nicely exposed. Show me about the rest of it.
you gotta get the good lighting on. Feetsies. They like make it very blatant that as long as the current king is alive, no one else is the king.
Yeah.
And what's the weird thing is that Killmonger becomes the king because people think that Chadwick's dead, and
Yeah.
that's fine. And then Chadwick comes back, but people still side with Killmonger. And there's even like a specific scene between the main secondary male character and the secondary female character.
Are you talking
Because
about...
they're like married, I think.
Yeah.
And they have different
The dude
opinions.
from Get Out.
I think Jordan Peele, yeah.
No, Jordan Peele's the director. No, I thought that was his name as well. It's not. Jordan Peele's the dude that directed Get Out. It's the dude in Get Out.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
And,
know.
and
I
also
wouldn't.
from Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Uh,
There's a specific part between the two of them.
the two bald ones.
yeah.
Just call it the bald
That's
ones.
how you distinguish.
It's easiest.
Where they're like, one of them's like, you know this is wrong. You know that the king is still here, so you can't follow him. And then they just still fight, and it's like,
Well.
but like,
And the entire thing is like honor bound, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
we've
it's
got
like-
these core principles, but you know what? Killmonger's pretty cool. He's got a gold suit.
It's so stupid. But yeah, anyway, Black Panther, very good film.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So Infinity War.
Infinity War. Well, okay. In the previous times that we have tried to film this, I've spoken on Infinity War and made an example out of it, saying just because a film is entertaining doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
And I think that is what goes for Infinity War. Because I think we can both agree, the first time watching Infinity War, what a fucking experience.
Oh yeah. I think because Marvel's been doing this for so long now, it wasn't a perfect culmination of everything they've done so far, but it was pretty fucking good. And to see everything that happened, first time around at least, was insane. But then, so I think I watched it 4 times.
Fucking hell.
Once with you, once with Josh, watched it with Alfie. I know I watched it another time as well. I'm pretty sure I saw it 4 times in the cinema, which I don't do. I don't watch things multiple times in the cinema. But like I wanted to do it twice for Infinity War, but it ended up more. Yeah, like some things it lost in multiple viewings. But then some things actually I think got better. Like the whole Vision and Scarlet Witch thing, that sort of subplot.
Really?
I quite like that actually. It stood out a little bit more.
I mean, I particularly, in Civil War, there's clearly something going on between them.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I want to see this developed in future films. But then in Infinity War, they're just a couple.
Yeah.
It speeds up so quick.
It does
There's
skip out. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it did skip out a lot. Like there was no development. It was there something happening, and now they bang.
Yeah, they banged up.
It's a very modern relationship.
God damn it. But yeah, no, actually, I'll agree with that. I like that. Anything else that you think was lost or got better? I mean,
I think the fight at the end got better because watching it so many times, the sort of pacing of the battle didn't lose anything. I don't like how Thor suddenly comes along and saves the day because that is just so. Oh well, that was good timing. Cool,
Deus
right?
Ex,
Now
yeah.
we win. Yeah. But it's all the little exchanges between characters who haven't met before.
Yeah.
In particular, Rocket and Bucky. That was just I'm gonna get the arm. I'm gonna get that arm. Like that was making me crack me up every time I watched it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and Iron Man, lots of
Yeah.
stuff going on between there. Lots of character development in terms of Doctor Strange. At the beginning, he's like,
Yeah.
"I will let you die to save the Time Stone," and then at the end, he's like,
And Spider-Man, the greatest character in that, I think.
Tom Holland.
Well, yeah. It's less Tom Holland than just Spider-Man. I think he's just a great Spider-Man, but
True.
the development of the relationship between him and Tony, like it was there in Homecoming, and it was touched upon in Civil War as well. But it added a nice layer to it because now he's an official Avenger.
And then he dies. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
And you always knew that Tony cared for him.
Yeah.
And then you find out that he really cared for
Yeah.
him. Like,
He
so
was
that
cut
hurt
up.
him. It was like the son he never had.
So I'm very interested to see what they do in Endgame because we've now got the trailer for that. What do you think of the trailer?
I'm going to have to blur that out.
What?
Actually, no. Sorry. My girlfriend doesn't hasn't watched the trailer for Endgame.
Oh, that's fine.
doesn't,
Like, I
doesn't
haven't
want to
said
know anything about it. I accidentally ended up revealing the name to her. What did I think of the trailer?
I would say you can't like miss that. That'll be everywhere.
True. Yeah. Very luckily, I managed to miss it because I saw it was all over the internet, and I was like, I can't know. I have to watch the trailer to figure out the title. In terms of the trailer,
it's all right. I don't think it was particularly amazing. Like it leaves a lot of things, a lot of questions, which is good because I don't want. That's the problem with a lot of trailers. I think Infinity War generally, like they did a lot of. It's like they put Hulk and Hulkbuster in the trailer for the main fight.
yeah,
When of course in the film they like unless I saw something online that unless that is something that's going to happen in Endgame,
true.
because they could easily use a time stone and change some things. That it's a possibility that they filmed it and then use the footage for that one.
Yeah,
It could happen.
rather. Yeah, I mean, Marvel have been very good at keeping specific things hidden from the trailer. First Civil War trailer where we didn't know Spider-Man was going to be in it. The airplane scene. Spider-Man's nowhere to be found in a specific shot where it's panning between all the characters, and then in the next one where Spider-Man is in it, you can see him.
Yeah.
So they're very good at keeping things out. But yeah, that was a very weird part of the Infinity War trailer, and I think it will be touched upon again. So
Yeah. It could just be them doing a Civil War and just keeping it from the audience.
yeah,
But who knows? We'll find out. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm in the mindset where I love the Marvel films. I think I probably will forever.
Yeah.
But I'm also aware that they are incredibly detrimental to film in general. They do have a bit of a monopoly on it in general, on film and cinema.
What's the word? That coalition of companies is
Yeah.
sucking the lifeblood out of movies.
Disney owns everything now.
Disney,
Yeah.
Marvel, and LucasArts. Lucasfilm
Lucasfilm, yeah.
is
And now Fox.
and Fox. It is
Yeah.
it is a quadruple threat.
Yeah, it's insane. But then, if they're making good film, if they start making some films that are a little bit more unique, I guess, then I haven't got a problem with it. But it's just sequel.
So what would you say is your final opinion on Infinity War?
I still don't hate it. It's not as good as it was in the first couple of viewings in my mind. But I'd go for 7 on that one. I think it is better than Black Panther as a single film.
I came out of the second viewing of Infinity War, bearing in mind I only saw it twice, with a lot of issues about it that made me very much not like the film. But I mean, I expected that. I went into the first one wanting to be enthralled, and then I went into the second one being like, let's tear this thing apart. And then I started to appreciate it, as which I always do with Marvel films. So yeah, I'd say it was a very fun, somewhat good experience.
Yeah.
Somewhat good film, I mean. So yeah, I'd give it a 7 or maybe a 6.5 on a bad day out of 10.
Cool. Incredibles. Oh boy. I
Fantastic.
waited, was it 14 years?
14 years.
14 years, fuck me. It was worth it, I think.
Yeah, I'd say it was.
It wasn't as good as the first one. It was never going to be as good as the first one.
Never.
But it was closer than
most sequels have been to retaining the
it was,
original.
I think a mostly original sequel. It still had problems.
Very much followed the first plot of people don't like superheroes anymore.
Yeah.
Because of like the independence
What are you
thing.
going to do about it?
Yeah. So, but I very much enjoyed it. I waited a long time to get more development into that world because I think it's one of the greatest worlds that they've created.
I saw Incredibles for my 5th birthday party.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, I think
In the cinema?
In the cinema. Sorry, yeah, it was one of those Blue Water Smarties parties. You ever have those?
I remember them.
If you're from Southeast England, you know exactly what we're on about. I hope. Yeah.
You're a real G. You're
an
OG.
OG, and you're about our age. Yeah. I had one of those, and it was truly amazing.
I can't imagine.
Oh,
I
that
can't
cat
imagine
just
seeing.
launched itself out the window.
Fantastic. Bye, Kitty. I can't imagine being able to see Incredibles in the cinema. And that must have been a fantastic experience. Because
I'm sure it was. I don't remember it that much. But
I mean, the best way I've seen it is with surround sound, and I'm like, imagine seeing that on a huge screen in the dark.
In terms of its problems, it really was just the villain. That's the main thing for me. The whole reveal of Screenslaver. didn't quite work. It
No.
didn't hit, and also the finale, like it's a battle on a boat, and it's got nothing to do with the general public. The whole point is that they're trying to change the opinions of the public.
Yeah.
And the battle happens on a boat, and then they come back and hey, look, the Supers won. Wait, there was a fight. What? Okay, cool. Well, I didn't see it
Yeah.
because it was on the boat. You know.
Imagine the public's reaction. Oh, there's a boat speeding towards the town.
There's a
Why?
boat, and the
Why?
well, the Supers are now standing on top of it. Okay, cool.
fucking amazing.
So yeah, I don't think it was.
Not executed that well.
Yeah,
There's a lot of different plot points that they had to keep switching between.
I think if they'd have had the battle not in the original city, I can't remember what the new city is called because,
I wouldn't know.
I don't know, but the one that Elastigirl rides through, the new city that because Winston says that it's just riddled with crime. There's so much shit going on. So why didn't they make the battle there?
Yeah.
I think that would have made more sense because it's all about trying to take this new city and hey, it's a better place for us to improve superheroes, but they didn't. So
No.
that's helpful.
A lot of stuff that wasn't built upon, but with a Disney sequel, there is only so much stuff you can do.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it is a family film. They can only use so much
Yeah, I would have loved to see a bit more like
grittiness.
but you're never gonna get it.
Let's see Violet's love life.
Oh my god! All right, Violet's first time
Oop, fuck me.
de-violeting.
No, don't fuck me. Oops.
But no, I wouldn't say I want a sequel. I think Incredibles is done.
No, there's going to be another one. I don't think there needs to be another one, but I think there will be another one. Probably
No.
make it a trilogy.
Yeah, I know there will be another one, but I don't think there needs to be another
No.
one. I would rather there not be another one because I think
We're going to see Jack as like a small child, as
An
opposed to
angry
a baby.
teenager.
Yeah, alright. I mean, a teenager would be better, but I don't think they jumped that far ahead.
Jack was very good in that film though.
Jack
They
Jack-
handled Jack very well, and
Yes.
bringing Edna in to like understand it.
Have you seen the DVD feature thing?
No, I have not.
It's very good. It's just basically what happened when Edna was babysitting. It's very good. It's very well worth a watch.
Very well.
Very worth
watch.
Very worth much good. Yes.
I will. I'll be sure to check that out. The short film at the beginning was very good as well.
Yeah.
The Dumpling Baby.
I can't remember what it's called.
Bow.
Bow.
It was called BAU.
Yeah. Bow.
Very heartwarming, typical Pixar shit. If I'm honest. Out of 10, what would you give Incredibles to?
I'd go 7.5. 7.5. It's not quite an 8 for me because an 8 is like almost masterpiece territory. It's like it's getting close.
There. Yeah.
But it's also better than Infinity War.
It's like comparing fucking Frozen to The Godfather.
Yeah,
Two completely different things. But yeah,
So films. What? You didn't see Solo, did you?
I did not see Solo.
So I'm a big Star Wars fan. I do like me a bit of Star Wars.
Go off.
Huh?
Go off on it. Like, you want to go on a
Oh.
tangent about it.
No, I'm just going to talk about it briefly. But its critical reception was fucking shit.
Yes, it got fucking
It was disgusting.
had.
And I was thinking, do I watch it or not? And I saw it. Probably like the week before it got taken out in cinemas.
Yeah.
And I think it's better than all the new ones that they've made.
Really?
I think
Even Rogue One, which apparently was brilliant.
No, it's on par. Okay, no, sorry, it's on par with Rogue One because Rogue One is my favorite, and Solo is a very, very close second. It's like, you know,
People, the fandom is divided in between.
fandom. Ugh, hate though.
The people are divided in between what they want to see. I feel like half people want to see new original stories in different places in the timeline, and another half want to see a continuation of the story.
Yeah.
Like a full continuation. Yeah, and I feel
Everyone's
like
come back. Oh no, I need my boy a Ewan.
where's Darth Maul? Yeah, bro, Kenobi a Star Wars story, please. Everyone wants Kenobi.
Do you know about the end of Solo?
No, but you can spoil it.
Okay, Darth Maul's in it.
I know Darth Maul was. Oh yeah,
okay,
I knew that Darth Maul
right,
was
okay,
in it.
sure.
I thought you were gonna say something about Kenobi.
No, because you said, "Oh, where's Darth Maul?"
Where's my
Wait,
boy
does he not
Darth Maul?
know? Did you not hear?
No, yeah, but everyone wants Kenobi, a Star Wars story.
And if they make it, they will either do stupidly well or they'll fuck it up completely.
Yeah, and I feel like
But all jokes aside, all memes aside, if they don't get fucking hell, if they don't get Ewan McGregor to play
Ewan.
an older Obi-Wan, then I don't think it's worth making.
Yeah, I can't imagine they...
Because he's the perfect Obi-Wan.
I would like to say I can't imagine Disney would have the guts to make Kenobi a Star Wars story without including Ewan McGregor in some way.
Yeah.
But God knows they've had the guts to do that before.
Such as?
I honestly wouldn't know.
What?
I just feel like, no, I'm not saying that they've done it before, but I feel like Disney would have the guts to do that. Get a new person to play an older Kenobi.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's basically
Because I don't
whatever
think-
they make is going to make money.
Yeah.
Either way.
And I hate to be like that with Disney,
Yeah.
but I feel like that's what they're like now, with all the sequels that are going on. Speaking of Ewan McGregor, Christopher Robin was a fantastic summer Winnie the Pooh fan fiction. Detailing the romance between grown-up Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
I will speak very briefly about it. It's CGI, like fluffy animals done right. It feels so authentic. It just works. Ewan McGregor as Christopher Robin works very well because he's very good at playing serious roles and also like kiddie, but Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
They brought back most of the original voice actors. Peter Capaldi as Rabbit does not work. Just so you know.
Is he Peter Capaldi?
Peter Capaldi is
Fuck,
Rabbit.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Bud Lucky, I think, is Eeyore. He was Lotso hugging Bear and all that stuff, and that works very well.
Because he's in pretty much everything Pixar. Bud Lucky is... Who did he play?
He played Eeyore in the other Winnie the Pooh thing. Lotso hugging Bear.
He played something in Incredibles as well.
Oh, he plays Bill Bartley, the superhero relocation program guy.
Oh,
I think.
no, that's not.
I don't know his name. I wouldn't know his name in the Incredibles. They brought back Jim Cummings for Winnie the Pooh, Jim Cummings for Tigger, and basically, if you want to make a Winnie the Pooh film, those are the two things you gotta do. If you bring back them, you can basically make something good, and it's very good. I very sadly didn't get to see it twice. I wish I had, but
Rick Dicker.
Rick Dicker, that's his name. Why did I say Bill Bartley?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
I'm now gonna look it up.
But yeah,
Yes.
Christopher Robin, wonderful film. If you can get it on DVD, I'd recommend you see it. Probably not the kind of thing you want to see twice. Some parts are a bit boring, but it's lovely. I'd give it 11 out of 10. Thank you very much. I think we're done with films.
Okay.
Anything else? I think that's all of it for films.
Deadpool 2 came out.
Deadpool 2.
You didn't see Deadpool 2?
No.
Did you? No.
Talk about
I'm quite a big fan of the first one, and I think it's better. I do think the second one was better.
Really?
I do.
Very hard to do that with superhero films.
Yeah. I was surprised that I thought it was that good, and I've seen it multiple times now. It wasn't just oh my god, it's on the big screen, it's so cool. I've seen it about 4 or 5 times now, and I still think it is better. It's like, yeah, I just think they did a really good job with it. I think the first one was funnier in parts, but the funny parts in the second one were funnier. And as a film, it was a bit more well-rounded, and it had a nicer sort of story to it, basically.
It's just really good to know that now they seem to know what they're doing with Deadpool.
Yeah,
After so
I was
long-
really worried because they changed directors. Because the first one was written by Ryan Reynolds, and I now can't remember the dude's name.
No, I wouldn't know.
This is going to be a podcast of who
Yeah.
was that guy?
Who's that? Who's that?
But it was written by those two, and then the director dropped out because of creative differences or whatever. they
Yeah, he
cited.
did, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I really liked it. I
And
think
so
it's really
much,
good.
so much of Deadpool, both
It's just
in-
the witty writing that's
in the way it's received and the way it plays out in a film is due to the writing and just Ryan Reynolds' involvement.
yeah.
It's so brilliant,
Everything he touches turns to gold.
which is weird considering his history with superhero films.
Oh yeah. Okay, not everything then.
Oh no,
Um,
the fucking
Bohemian
Green Lantern.
Rhapsody is the last thing I want to talk about.
Yes.
If you're a Queen fan, you're gonna fucking love it.
I'll bet.
If you're just a film fan that happens to know a few Queen songs, fucking sucks.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
it's a pretty cool Queen montage basically.
Yeah.
As a film, it's about as good as a film as a music biopic gets.
Yeah.
I go like 6 out of 10, but
6 out of 10.
yeah, for that. But I don't know how good. I've only watched it. I only saw it in the cinema.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that would be if you were to take it home, stick it on the TV. I can't imagine it'd be the same because you're sitting in a room full of probably Queen fans.
The one guy who just knows "We Will Rock You."
Yeah.
He doesn't even know
Oh
any of the
my
words.
God,
He
I love this
He just
song.
knows the fact that it goes boom, boom, ch.
Yeah.
Annoyingly, we keep saying that we're done, but I keep thinking of other films.
Go.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Okay, I didn't see it. I still haven't seen the first one.
Which is ironic that you haven't seen the second one, considering the fact that we're both like internet
Yes.
marvels.
Sure.
It's very good. I haven't seen it twice, so I won't be able to give a critical review, but I very much enjoyed it. The nuance of it, considering the internet-like references, works very well. For viruses, they're like little maggots and things that can be spread. Pop-up ads are very annoying little critters that like come up, please buy this, please buy this, please buy this. They go into the YouTube thing, and I like to think that they actually make a very subtle metaphors about how a lot of stuff we do on the internet is to be loved and to be adored. Because they do YouTube, they don't do YouTube specifically, but they do like a fake version of YouTube. And I don't want to get too into it, but there's one scene where basically Wreck-It Ralph starts like making YouTube videos, doing random shit, like doing stupid challenges like pepper challenges, makeup tutorials, and it goes all viral. And then he goes into like this little section where he sees all these comments flashing up on the screen and they hate him. And then this guy comes, that's why you should never read the comments. I was like, that's very, very hard hitting.
Sounds just like an entirely meta film.
Yeah, that's really all I can say. It's meta, but it also manages to still remain very funny. There's actually a lot of emotional development between, can't remember the kid's name, and Wreck-It Ralph. Not going into the plot, but you should see it, because I think you'd enjoy it very much so.
I should probably see the first one first.
True. Not really, actually.
No,
Nothing in relation.
No.
No. You could watch the second one.
You don't need to know anything about the characters.
No. All you need to know is that the girl and Wreck-It Ralph are friends. And that's it.
They go on adventures, yay!
They go on adventures. And finally, last but not least, very quick, Head for the Dreams documentary. Fan-fucking-tastic. Not perfect, bearing in mind, but it goes over the band's history as detailed as it can. It's made by Matt Whitecross, so you know it's going to be good because he did Supersonic. And anything that Oasis does is gold. And it's interlaced with footage from Head for the Dreams, the Head for the Dreams tour in San Milano. I think that's a place. Look at San Milano. Anyway, Buenos Aires. There's one in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, Buenos Aires is the one I knew about.
Seeing the band start and how much they didn't enjoy making some of the albums, how much trouble they had, and seeing them now, it's such a love letter to the band's history.
San Miguel and San Marino.
San Marino, that was it. It's such a love letter to the band's history that if you enjoy Coldplay by any means, and if you've listened to one album or maybe even 2, 3, 4, you'll love it. It's a lovely film. And I think that is it. I'd actually give that a 9. Mainly because with documentaries, it's very hard to criticise. Because it's only focused on one thing. You're not trying to be sold into a story. You're trying to be...
I haven't seen it, so I can't go, I disagree. But also, how good can a music documentary be is my first sort of... But you like Coldplay.
Don't get me wrong. I am not saying that it's critically good. Because I only saw it once.
Right, so you can't say it's a 9 out of 10 if you've seen it once.
Critically, I'd give it...
And then you're saying, oh, well, critically, I can't... No.
That's very true. I am bullshitting to the highest degree. I will give it a 6.5 out of 10, actually.
Yeah, that sounds...
I went down so far.
Yeah, I was like, 9 out of 10. Oh.
6.5.
It's like, Bohemian Rhapsody, it's got Queen in it, so it's a 10, but it's more like a 6.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's just like, I love it, so it's like a 10. It's like a 15.
We done for films?
I think we're done for films.
We've been going for 39 minutes
39 minutes.
for films. The ones that I thought would not take long.
I thought we'd gloss over this so much, we could only think of Black Panther, Infinity War and Bohemian. But yeah, shall we do a couple of musics? The good musics?
I've got more than a couple. Do you want to maybe make this a separate episode, part 2?
I think we might make this a separate episode.
I think that's probably smarter.
So, okay then we can afford to be a bit of like, what would you think is the best film of this year? In terms of the one we watched.
So the best films out of the ones I saw would have been Solo.
Right.
But I don't think so much of that is because I like Star Wars. And I think it was a really nice tribute to the character of Han Solo. Han Solo.
Hat Solo.
Solo.
That's very interesting considering your history with Star Wars and that you love Star Wars.
Yeah.
So to see you come and say it's a really good film, but not because I'm a huge fanboy of Star Wars.
It's partially because I'm a big fan of Star Wars.
Well, yeah.
But I think as a film alone, it is still really quite... It's basically a space western. That's basically what it is.
Why have I not watched it?
Yeah, I mean...
I should
that's the thing, you do not need to know anything about Star Wars. I mean, you know that Han Solo is a bit of a badass. That's about it. That's all you need to know. It's about how he became Han Solo and the Han Solo that we know. That's what it is. So I think out of the ones I saw, that was the best. But I'm not saying that's the best film of the year because I've heard that the Shape of Water and stuff were absolutely phenomenal. And I'm sure the Meg was pretty good as well.
The Meg, Smallfoot,
and the Skyscraper. We both
Skyscraper.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson
Did
making
Logan come out this year?
Logan. No, it was like 2-3 years ago, mate.
Logan was last year. If it wasn't this year,
2017. Okay.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
It's a year ago.
I can be forgiven.
Sorry. I swear it was long ago.
And what would you say was the worst out of the ones you've seen? It's hard because they're so different. Everyone is a different beast. Is there something that you've gone to see in the cinema and you're like, I didn't really enjoy that?
In the cinema, no, but I want to say Greatest Showman because as a film, it is not that great.
Fair enough. Perfectly fair enough.
I'm not. It was good fun.
Yeah.
And I didn't not enjoy it. Even now, it's got its moments. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'd understand. It's understandable because it's definitely got its faults. And you are not a fan of musicals to begin with, let alone musical films. Mamma Mia too, right? What a hit.
Mamma Mia 2 was shit.
Are you going to say that? Did you see it in the cinema?
I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't see it in the cinema. I watched it on DVD. I literally watched about a week.
You can say that counts as one of the worst films for you.
Actually, yeah, I would say Mamma Mia was worse. I forgot to speak about this. Yeah, okay, I don't like musicals, but the first one is amazing. I love the first Mamma Mia. I think it's hard to at least not like the first one. The second one just sort of took all the charm of the first one and was going, let's not do that.
Yeah. Let's go somewhere else.
It didn't help because some of the songs that they used were not less known, they were just not quite as big hits as the ones they used from the first one.
Yeah.
They still used Mamma Mia and like Gimme Gimme and all that lot, but I don't know what it's called.
Is that like such a typical like ABBA, like basic ABBA listener? Like, oh yeah,
I don't. Right, I'm not like an ABBA fan.
I know, never mind.
Everyone likes a bit of ABBA, but it's not like a But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was all that great.
Fair enough.
So actually, I would say that was the worst one I saw.
Yeah. I haven't even seen it, so I can't say that. Best film. Well, we're going to go critically or emotionally? Because emotionally, it's going to be Christopher Robin without a fucking shadow of a doubt. I had such a nice time. I nearly cried. I nearly fucking cried.
It's been beautiful.
It was beautiful. Critically, best film, I'd say maybe Black Panther.
Yeah.
I'd say critically, I think it stands up as good as it can, not just as a Marvel film, but as a superhero film in general.
Yeah. It was definitely a bit more, not isolated, but it was his own thing. Whereas like if you saw, I don't know, if you
Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, well, Captain America Civil War. It wasn't a Captain America film, really.
No, yeah.
But that you wouldn't have a fucking clue if you hadn't watched the rest of them, or at least some of them.
Yeah, very true.
And suddenly my friends came along and beat the shit out of each other in the airport. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is just explained. Just go with it. Yeah, the problem with building a foundation with the films of the MCU, all phase one of Marvel was to build a net for every future film, because it's creating a world, and they can branch off into different...
it's foundations. The first phase was foundations, and the second one is trying to build upon that.
And phase three...
I think the majority of the phase one films were all pretty good, especially individually, because they were all the introductions to all of the core Avengers.
Yeah.
Most of them, at least. But...
Sorry, Edward Norton.
You're
fucked.
But I'd say second and third phase have been a lot more hit and miss. It's like Guardians 2, I liked it, but it wasn't that great because it was just trying to do the first one again.
Yeah.
Was Guardians 1 phase 1? Phase 2?
Guardian 1 was phase 2.
Yeah, okay. So Guardians 1 was a fucking fantastic film.
Absolutely.
But then there was also the Thor Dark World, which
I remember
not liked watching.
nothing about Thor: The Dark
I
World.
remember a fair bit about it. It was just a shit film.
True. Anyway, the part of the point of the metaphor is that phase 1 is meant to build a safety net, and phase 2 was like strengthening it. But the problem with phase 3 is that they're just, I feel like, in my opinion, they're just chucking things on top, knowing that they're going to be protected by the net. Whereas Black Panther is a thing that exists outside of it. It can stand up on its own. That was a really long conversation just to get to the end of that metaphor.
That was, out of the lights.
And the light went out. How spoopy. We'll fix it in post, it's fine.
It's fine, just bump up the ISO. It's fine, nobody can
What could go wrong?
So that was films.
Yeah.
We were going to do that and music and just general 2018 in about an hour, but it's now 40 minutes for one of them, and we've got more we've got more music to talk about. So I think we'll leave this one.
Yeah,
now.
I think we can
sign off.
Otherwise, it's
all
going to
the
be an
cameras.
hour and a half long, and no one wants to listen to that shit. So yeah, thank you guys very much for joining us.
Thank you very
on
much.
The first episode. If you have enjoyed,
First, we filmed like 5, but you're never
on
gonna
the
see it
on the first episode. Of,
on the Viv.
if you have enjoyed and if you have listened to the end, thank you, is much appreciated. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are planning to have a hell of a lot more stuff coming your way, not just
Planning
podcasts.
to being the operative word.
Planning, yeah.
Planning to.
We are hoping, begging.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we will hopefully have a couple more podcast episodes coming away as well. So thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like, please press a like, subscribe a like, and bye bye. We shall see you later. Peace.